CSGO.net, como vocês sabem, melhor site para abrir suas caixas CSGO. Não esqueça de passar no site, utilizar meu novo cupom ARTS4 para ganhar 25% de bônus e além desse presentão para vocês, com o meu cupom você participa dos sorteios mensais. Isso mesmo, o sorteio desse mês é de um inventário vermelho. É isso tudo que tá aparecendo para vocês. Qualquer valor depositado, basta entrar no formulário, colocar o print que utilizou o cupom e boa sorte!
In October, or September rather. So fast B play for Gen.G in this pistol round. It's going to be a quick couple of kills coming through for BNTET and Kusta. The P250s, these raid bosses, do boss Gen.G out into the site and set Furia up for a retake.
Yeah, Serato and Henny, the two players with this very tall task of retaking the B bomb site. And one that might prove to be a little bit difficult here for the Furious side. Serato, often good in these clutch scenarios. We always say step-ups if and when Furia need him. He does deal with Kusta, but that is Furia deciding to write this round off. They're going to give it up. They're going to hold on to this weaponry, the defuse kit, the smoke, the armor.
Gen.G looking comfortable on the T side so far. Automatic back in with the AWP, and we've got two for Furia to fight back.
Oh, Henny going to open this round up with a kill onto Kusta, no less. There was a few more shots getting spammed through this smoke, and Som doesn't want to find himself in harm's way. He tries to go up and over, but Vinny does make quick work of him. These rifles have come out for Furia, and they've come in swinging to this round. A two-man advantage as it stands right now. Vinny's even upgraded off of that Galil. He's gotten out of here and now finds himself with an AK. This leaves Daps and Automatic in a 2v5, and they are a long way away from making this round feel at all doable. They've lost all map control over towards the A bomb site. They've grouped up over here outside of B. Even then, though, right, they just lost BNTET down here towards this site. And so as they start to creep on up, they've got no idea where these players are, where they can be hiding inside of this bomb site. They get Automatic to spot over towards Connected. Didn't see anything. And they might just, I mean, they don't really have anything to get them into B, right? Like, you don't have the smoke for getting down ramp or upper. You're very much relying on Automatic finding this opening kill, and he's not able to do that. So this leaves Daps now all alone, probably just a formality at this point in time, right? Looking like he wants to hold on to the AWP, and that actually makes a lot of sense for him. He's not going to have any money in the next round. Gez does now look a little bit tempted after Yuri offers that kill up, and maybe he can find a bomb plant here.
Ooh,
Serato, yeah, wrapping him. How's that round?
Profit. As the smoke fades, Kusta's not even looking at it, and Art's going to get a kill and just scamper away. What a funny way to find a frag for Furia. Bit of alliteration in the mix. Even Vinny going up the pop dog. This is mental. This is mad. He's got a gap in the smoke. He can see if anyone's above him. And right now, he sees nothing.
And I've seen players approach it like this before, but not necessarily with the smoke. You can sit just enough of an angle that you can really catch off the T's off guard right there. And he's not going to get the fight that he's looking for, but certainly the outside is going to get that attention to spray through the floor. BNTET comes out the lesser, and here's Henny. What can he do? His teammates with AKs and ops. Strange scene nonetheless. They're going to get mopped up, and when I say they, I mean Kusta. He gets absolutely wrecked out of team A. Now Vinny finds himself in a precarious situation where he's getting split from both ladder and mid.
Wow. Oh, not able to answer the call when he gets rushed by both positions. And Serato does fall shortly after. Henny trying to deliver over here towards back green. There is a flank coming in as well from Yuri. That's something to bear in mind. But he's taken the long way round. He's bypassing Pop Dog, and that is the right decision to make. BNTET floating around in this position, keeping an eye on it. Automatic has gotten inside of the bomb site in the meantime, but they're still looking for Henny. They're still trying to find the whereabouts of this Brazilian AWPer. And all this time that's been not necessarily wasted, but spent trying to clear, allowed for this wrap to come in from Yuri, but Automatic was ready for it. Turns around, catches him in main, and now for Furia and Henny rather, as they've waited all round for that flank to come in. Well, it really didn't give them the results they were hoping for. Henny is now left in a 1v2. Bomb plant comes in. Henny making some noise here, and the player at E-Box has that round dead to rights.
It does pose a big problem. Furia left him play super up close in this round, trying to make it a little bit more uncomfortable for Gen.G, who have found all the freedom of movement that they could possibly ask for.
They finally find a solution for the Pop Dog play as well, right? Furia have been all over it. Gen.G have struggled to get a player out of there, so they molly the exit, and they know that that does two things. That either forces the player to leave and take the molly damage, or they have to play right below the ladder, and Gen.G can take a straight-up fight. Vinny still trades 1-for-1, which is good considering the position, but it's going to leave Gen.G not having to worry about that flank, at least for now.
Now look at how they decided to split this up. They've got 2 inner, 2 in T-Con, and for Gen.G, it's 2 out Ivy and 2 towards Pop Dog. So this is going to be an outer split, rather, at the end of the day. Som just quietly making his way through this outside bomb site. And maybe Tim Todd has an idea. Might just be on the cards as to when he knows where Furia is.
Dear.
Oh, automatic not able to get away. That's now an AWP in the hands of Art. And that's not a good thing for Gen.G. Thankfully, Som is ready up in the heavens, and he does deal with him at the first sign of trouble. Daps even wrapping onto Henny over here in main. And for Furia, it might just have to be the save again for K-Serato and Yuri. They do have Yuri deep within the site, but Som's position in heaven is so frustrating to deal with right at this point in time. He doesn't have to take any more fights, and he can just serve as a bit of a distraction. And while Yuri was so fixated on dealing with the man in heaven, Buntet swings on
stuff, but a fast play from Gen.G. They want to end this half with a bang.
And they will. K-Serato is going to have the first bang in the round. They're going to have to run through his Molotov to commit to the site. Yuri chiming in from upper and somehow isn't able to get the kill down onto Som, who will be getting the bomb planted on the inner site. 3v3 on the retake here for Furia. Automatic pushing up close on the sidewalk. Doesn't want to let Furia get out and contaminate this bomb site, but Henny not able to bring his crosshair over the top of Automatic. That's going to make a big problem. Now just Vinny, 1v2, Som very low. Daps also on the case, Som stuck in the site with the CZ and AWP. Vinny creeps around, knows that the bomb is planted for upper. Potentially find a player there, and Som easy does it. Now he's just got to worry about where Daps is coming from. Is it upper? Is it lower? Did he go in the back of the train yard? He sees him at the very last second, but ultimately the time has run out. That is the half, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Gen.G. I think it was Furia as sort of leading this one, but then again, maths, we all know how that goes. Yuri all the way out to Olaf so far. This looks like an outside split right from the get-go here from Furia. And they have applied so much pressure to this outside site. They forced Gen.G back. Daps with the first kill of the round. And not the last, that's for sure. Automatic's going to find one. It looks like we could be getting a bomb plant here with a bit of a push from Automatic that could have been thwarted. It's just simply not quick enough. K-Serato a little bit quicker on the trigger. And it doesn't matter, albeit at the end of the day, Gen.G are going to get this defused with ease. 3 members remain alive.
Automatic. They're going to have a lot on their shoulders any second now. Daps. Oh dear, there's a bit of a pile-up on the upper rafters, and Daps has afforded a kill on the back of it. Now they're lost in this smoke, and Daps is just still fighting, finally. Vinny will come in from ramp to deal the killing blow, but Buntet on this wraparound coming in on a pop blank catches all of Furia by surprise, and one by one.
They're already prepared. Buntet's pushed up, but we've got another player here, but he will fall at the first hurdle. Buntet's got to pick up the pieces, and he's done that at least, but one player pushed deep, dropped by Kuster on a rotation, and talking of rotation, Furia, they found one as well. They're running right back down the Pop Dog.
Yeah, but Gen.G haven't put themselves out of earshot of this outside bomb train. And playing close is going to be Automatic. They're going to smoke him off, rightfully so. He does have the AWP. Som watching on from Ivy. And I'm pretty sure Gen.G have figured out, like, hey, you know what? There's no way they fully committed to this after the, just the fire we put down upon them as they attempted to get inside. Nice. Now, the boost from Automatic is not going to yield the result desired. It's Yuri there with the AK. He fakes a plant, draws out a grenade, almost costs him his life. And then eventually it does. Henny, 1v3, Deagle in hands.
The solution required. There's a deep smoke thrown on over. It's going to try and assist them in getting out, and they do trade onto Som there. Kuster's playing close to the smoke, and K-Serato going to catch Buntet over towards main. That molly burning Kuster sends him into the smoke, but they've heard it. However, somehow, some way, he's still able to put that kill up on the board, and this leaves a 2-on-2 now for Gen.G. Some real praise has to go Kuster's way for somehow getting one out of that situation. I don't think he ever should have. Daps has actually removed K-Serato, and this leaves Henny in a very hot seat indeed. 1v2 to keep Train alive for the Furia side. Bomb ticking away, that's the only thing, and Automatic did just see him there. He will finish the job. Has been spotted over at the back left of the site, but this position is a very, very tricky one to deal with, especially lacking the Molotovs here in this pistol round. Now, that's not so much a criticism as just a statement. Who on earth is buying Molotovs in a pistol round? Kusta does finally get dealt with over at the back left of the site, and Yuri was the man to deliver it. Now, while all this has been going down towards B, Serato has gotten a little bit curious as to what the A site has in store for him, and he's gotten very, very deep. Automatic. Ooh, there they are, planting. And there he... Oh, my word, what is that? Buntet does get one of those kills, so it wasn't automatic with all three, but my goodness, that is not how that was meant to come together for Furia. Automatic has just torn this whole round apart. Henny now in a 1v3, and Gen.G, they might be about to turn this pistol round on its head and pick it up.
I think Furia are expecting more of a rotation off to the site, but Son was aware of it and does deal with the man at hand. Buntet with a pistol. Oh, it's getting close. They are low, and he'll drop a couple.
Oh, he has seen him. He has. It was only a matter of time, and it's actually hard to deal with both players here at the top of ramp. Now, there is a secret yet to be unlocked. Third man here behind the sandbags, and that is Buntet. Still lying in wait, and he's going to go unchecked. There are Molotovs for Furia, so they can throw this in to try and clear Buntet out, but he actually swings on his own accord, and he sends them packing from the ramp room. This was looking good for Furia. Moments ago, this was a 5-on-3, but Kusta and Buntet have turned it back on its head again for the Gen.G side. And my word, Vinny and Art left in a 2-on-3. This one, well, that helps. But there's the flank from Daps. I say that, that's actually not that bad for Vinny.
Som lining up utility for the bomb plant, but he's already been mollied out of the site. Furia trying to cross here. They're taking their sweet time. What is this molly? Middle click for Som, landing right over on the site. Gen.G, it's clear how much work has gone in since that Cloud9 game, because we didn't see any of these grenades really coming through for Gen.G, at least not the same lineups in that matchup, and they would have been very helpful. Now they're saving Gen.G in the grand final. Vinny's found one, but it's a retake in a 4-on-4 with great damage through the wall. Yuri's low, but he's got to kill anyway. He's doubled it. How is he doing this on such low health? No one's stopping him. Daps will finally put the nail in the coffin, but he is on his own, and he might have to run away with this orb.
Odds are looking against him going for this at any junction. Yeah. He's a player that can get very aggressive on his own. He's usually found himself on an extremity somewhere, just hanging out and being volatile. And this round seems to be no different.
Oh dear, but they are pressuring him, and he was not ready for those repeats to come so swiftly from Furia. He does at least like act as a bit of an early warning system, right? So now they know this A play is on the cards from the Furia side, and that's allowed for two very early rotations over here. Buntet bested almost immediately though, and now Automatic in the firing line. Everyone creeping up from short side. Daps has won his fight out over at B, and Automatic still in with a chance of making this round competitive. Has boarded into a 2-on-2, but spammed through this smoke by Henny. Now leaves Daps all alone.
Has a smoke, has a kit, has an M4. Now he's just got to find out where these Furia players are hiding out. Serato over there towards sandbags. And it's Henny that's gone all the way around, controlling that scaffold side. Where will he use this smoke? He's going to have to use it eventually. I don't think Serato saw him. No, neither one of them know where he is. But that thing is about to come to an end. Sweet.
Running right through it as they often do. Art with no fear, and this time he's actually armed for the job. Does deal with Som this time. Som even hits the dink. He hits 70 damage onto Art before that kill comes through. So good stuff, but not going to be anything for Gen.G in this one. They find an AK, but Furia have already taken the bomb into the A bomb site. Gen.G are looking to save, and well, Furia's entire round is about taking this gun away. You can see Serato is looking to do that right now. Both players inside of B. The first contact will be that pistol, though, so there's going to be a warning sign for Daps if he wants to run away. But given the position, he's pretty much trapped, boxed into B with enemies in CT spawn. He's looking to fight his way out.
Oh, Daps is Is he able to hold on to this?
So many problems. Automatic getting spammed. That could be a trade that Furia desperately need. But Tet wanting to push the perimeter. The mollies are coming in. He's going to decide to back out and play retake. This is a good call from Gen.G. Look at how they're turtling. Look at how they're completely giving up the site. They want nothing to do with this. They don't even want a gunfight. They allow Furia to set up and hopefully get a bomb plant, and then we're going to be seeing them play retake. There's still a grenade that will land a bit of damage. Henny gets a plant though, and here's the retake from Gen.G.
Yeah, these smokes have faded. Furia now having to just win these fights heads up. Once this smoke is gone, there are no more available to the Furia side. Gen.G with 2 of their own. Where are they going to look to use these? You know, one's probably going to come in at top ramp, and it's the other that's a bit of a question mark. You can either use that to completely lock off ramp or throw it short side, and now they pick up the pace that these smokes have bloomed. They cut down the angles that Furia could be hiding in. Now, this time is still ticked away. Someone's got to get on that bomb, and they are spraying in. Yuri trying to do what he can, but it's not enough. Daps has the back of Som. Go back to that again. You know with Gen.G force buying in that round, money still isn't going to be good, but this time they've conceded an early kill to Automatic at ramp. And this now might have to spur Furia on to commit to this A bomb site, right? They've lost all ground over towards B. That entire side of the map is now a question mark. And so there's 2 ways you could go about it. You could try and regain that control and flush these players out, or you just take this as a sign to hit the A bomb site, knowing that there were a lot of players over towards B. Problem is, the longer you spend waiting around, the more of a rotation is going to come through. Art wastes absolutely no time waiting around. It's just not in his vocabulary. He's up in the faces of the players at the A bomb site. Serato and co follow in his footsteps, and this leaves Bentet in a 1v3.
It does. As the last run of the half, there is going to be absolutely no save here today. Bentet trying to hold just a tight angle. Perhaps let someone walk in his firing line. Instead, he's going to give it to Serato. That's a big one to take out early on his retake. And
they double up at the sandbags. There's a smoke on Vinny. And so Henny takes these fights. And if they deal with Henny, that's when Vinny comes into the picture. It's the ultimate bait and switch. But the bait never even needs to switch places with the second man, because Henny's done enough. This round,
they run through a smoke, and he's not ready. His gun not primed. Som with a double, and Gen.G with an advantage.
And I'm just going to say it now. Som is a frontline player. He shows us time and time again that he has that, that sort of momentum with his movement and with the pressure and aggressive style of play that he has that puts him right where he needs to be at least 75% of the time.
Yeah, CT and T-sided, and he's just fearless, and that's what we love from these young players.
Som's looking like he would fit into this Furia lineup, man, with how he's been playing, right? Like, it's very interesting to see. Now, the game plan here for Gen.G, they're going to send Daps all the way back around towards this B bomb site. I like this, because he's here, he's throwing in his utility, and if he gets into the site and learns that it's clear, they can rotate the bomb away with Daps already in this position. Now they know that Furia have stacked 3 players over at the A bomb site. That bomb's going to start to rotate back around. They're probably going to leave a man to keep this lurk, and that's what Kusta was trying to do. Furia, they've got 3 players here. They hear the bomb rotating away, so this is where Furia probably go, okay, we maybe beat them to the punchline here. We can maybe get to B. But with Daps so deep already, he's got that locked down. So Gen.G going to find the bomb plant. Furia left in a 3-on-4, and this just might have to be the save.
Absolutely is the save. They don't go for it now. They hedge their bets towards the A site, and it looks like Gen.G go up to 9.
And that's the thing, like, you think about, like, the other ways that could have gone down, right? Daps could have gone to B. He could have thrown that flash. Someone could have responded by firing some shots his way. And then at that point, like, he's done his job enough. He then learns that there's only maximum 2 players inside of the A bomb site. He might even force a rotation away at that point in time. And yeah, I mean, I just like that as a decision from Gen.G. They don't get ahead of themselves. They don't overcommit towards a bomb site that maybe wouldn't have gone their way. And they use all that time that was left on the clock to their advantage.
And the reason that's such a good call is because it's Pixel. Oh, they're ready for it. That's a great shot, though. But Tet dead immediately. No chance to respond. Henny also with the AWP finds another. So 5-on-3, blink and you miss it. Gen.G have got to fight up against everything here for Furia. Daps has taken the A site. How's this happen? How's he swapped positions with the players that push down? Daps killing the players in the back line. He's got Yuri looking the wrong way, but now the AWP's trained on him, and Art's still pushed down on ramp. This is a mess. This is calamity, and Art might be able to close this round right here, right now. Trying to drop the bomb. He's got to fight. He's done damage. Automatics gone, dead in the water, and Daps, oh dear, it's a conga line of death on the other after you force the full rotate. Not enough teams do that in this game. Art is really really blinded, but he's got his support in the form of Fury getting a kill from above. Daps trades, but he is gone straight after. Henny with the AWP. It's a triple setup on this A site. And left, right, good night. Gen.G in a 2-on-4. And Yuri using the spot against them as well. Gen.G made a lot of rounds happen with this position. Yuri wants to do it as well. 28 kills to his name. This guy is absolutely owning on Gen.G right now. And they've just got to go back. What else do they have? Kusta's up on B, but this time K-Serato's actually there. He's not left this site open. Kusta's going to try and win the fight, and he falls, leaving Automatic in the clutch.
And this is the night map pointing away of Fury. I'm not going to come
now they're not going to have an AWP when they buy after this round, and Art's going to be on a pistol. Now, let's see if he makes it worth it, right? If he gets 2-3 kills here, he can win this round off for Furia. And they've already traded 1-for-1 with low health on Daps. So the value is there. The value is the potential of winning the round, but it feels like more often than not, you're not going to win a round with an AWP and 4 pistols. Art, though, he feels like maybe he can take matters into his own hands, but if he pushes, Kusta is in the offest of angles. He should have this kill. Art's checking it. Oh my, Art is ready for any position. Doesn't matter where you sit, where you stand, you cannot escape him. Art's gone back towards B. That's where the execute is. Don't tell me this solo AWP is going to win the round and the map for Furia. There's an AWP posted. Art avoids it. Vinny takes a bullet, and oh dear, Daps is low as well. He's been finished off. There's a winnable round in the hands of Furia. Deagles can provide safety here, and Art's got another kill. He's on 4. The hero AWP, and Bentet in a 1-on-2 to save the day, to keep this one going for Gen.G. It's not happening. Art's found the AWP ace. He is on his own, and he's made it happen here for Furia. That is why you buy the AWP on an eco.
And that was the only bit of utility that Gen.G had. So they're really going to feel the lack of that smoke when this play looks to come in. Furia, they baited it out. And now they run in towards this B bomb site. They get it under their hand instantly. Now, Vinny does have this bomb. He's very aggressive in CT. This smoke that goes deep within CT, something that we see Furia do quite a lot, and it really does hamstring these retakes. I love this smoke. It's so much better for when you're defending this site in a post plant than throwing the standard one for the CT cross, because suddenly you can't even get into ruins, and that's, you know, the kind of upside to having that smoke down as a CT versus this smoke that Furia play.
You really can't even find that fight there with that smoke down, except for now that the time has elapsed, the smoke is gone. It's Kusta and company trying to get back in the site. Tim Ta is not going to be able to do it. And now to 1-on-2. Kusta, he's not going to do it either. Furia pick up a pistol. Now, I think some people may just forget.
Oh, Henny.
What?
Impressively done, actually, to not find a kill there. And should get traded by Art. He's actually called for reinforcements, but luckily enough, Yuri is not in a sparing mood. He does shut down the players at Banana. There is still Daps back in the bomb site. Furia being very, very careful, leaving absolutely no stone unturned as they look to continue this conquest at Banana. And Daps is hearing all of this gunfire coming his way. Kusta might begin a rotation round sometime soon. But yeah, Daps, what can he do? A USP, that's all he's got. The best he can really do here for Gen.G is try and be a nuisance, just try and buy time. And that Molotov forces him out into the open. Great demonstration of good utility usage here from Furia. They use all these Molotovs so well. They clear out Banana with them. They clear him out from New Box. And they finish off.
Som is trapped, and they're going to push that smoke. His smoke doesn't hit them, he doesn't hear it, and he tries to escape. As that molly lands, it won't be good for him. Vinny finds a kill. Furia, if they commit into B, if they rush the site right now with these smokes and flashes, they can just win the round instantly because there's only one man here, at least inside. That's Kusta. Molotov will buy him time, though. Now Furia know there's someone at least pushed into the site. They're going to try and molly this position, send him back towards New Box. Barely any utility left for Furia. They need the kills, and K-Serato's got one. Daps might even run for the save right here. Look at the mini-map. Look at the rest of Gen.G. They're still sitting on Porch, and there's no way they're winning this round. So Furia, a 4th on the board, and a runaway for Daps. He's got to hold on to his gun. For Gen.G, throwing all these grenades once again. Furia are actually going to try and beat it. Art has gone through these smokes. This is a dangerous play, boosting up K-Serata, but he just gets his head removed. They now know Art's here as well. Close corner grenades, puts Art low, and an AWP can finish the job, but that's actually back on A, so can't wallbang him. Talking of which, they are going to be able to flash this position, automatic on the corner. Kusta again wins a fight down Banana. He takes significant damage, but a 5-on-3 has put Furia double down into this A site. The missed jump on the porch. Bentet knows they're close as well. And Furia, desperate times here. They've got no more grenades, but a single smoke on Vinny.
Would have been cool. I do love the idea. Bentet now has all the information that he needs. And now it's just going to be the dismantling of what's left of this Furia hit on the A site. Daps from the cubby. Both Yuri and Art are very, very low. 50 seconds on the clock. Pop Flash is going to come in for Daps. He's not going to peek off the back because his automatic is ready for the trade regardless.
That's
doing
really
that,
nice.
Yuri knows that he can...
Oh, well, we do get to see one of these orbs chiming in, some making its presence known, but the rest of Furia are in these smokes, trying to get into the site. This will leave Kusta going unchecked, and now he makes his position known with the UMP, goes on a bit of a killing spree. Rotations coming in for Gen.G, and that bomb won't get planted anytime soon. 30 seconds left on the clock. At some point, it's got to, but with no smoke for CT, this is a really rough position to be in, especially with Serato, the man in the bomb site with 12 points of health. Henny is looking for any way to help his teammate out of danger here. And it's just a standoff at the B bomb site. Who breaks first? The answer gonna be Henny.
Oh dear.
Serato is at real risk of going down after time here. Now the money's still fine for Furia. It's not the end of the world. At this point, it's kind of his prerogative if he wants to go any further. I imagine he will with this utility going into the B bomb site. And now the rotation should be looking to come through. Kusta with a great hold there. The MP9 doing the damage. The M4 to pepper them and finish the round off. Henny all alone. He's spotted. He's caught out in the open. He thought he'd see if Henny can surprise us. In amongst all of this, Kusta has aggressed down through Banana, and just like that, this round has been torn out of Furia's hands. Daps trying to help out from the short side.
Kusta's in the car. Oh dear, it's a messy one. Kusta has a jump, and he's getting fired back at by Serato. He won't escape. Probably would have been safer just to run away, but it's now going to be a trade for Furia, and Yuri hits a timing. He's found himself up archway. Daps is waiting. He's got a spray. Does get away into the library as well. Actually, stays in the smoke. He's expecting a bit of a push through, and he's read this one right. But he's coming, and Daps has stopped him. Molly hits him in the face, though, and the bullets will follow. Daps does everything he needs to do, though, to set his team up for this round. Serato getting the bomb out of spawn, and Furia heading towards A.
This leaves Gen.G in a little bit of a peculiar situation. They have to spread out kind of thin across the map, and then for Furia, it's going to be a group-up scenario. Bentet flashes off towards Arch so they can take a peek in the form of Som. Little does Bentet know. They're rounding out the site right now. They're already passing the hay cart, and it's just Serato in a 1v3.
Yeah, a lot on his plate here for Serato. Will get wrapped in through long. Bentet just being...
He's not doing it. He's actually throwing a smoke, but they burst in with a pop flash contact play for Furia again. These have been so good for them, but Som sprays down through the smoke.
Yeah, they're going to boost Daps up. He's going to have a shot here to have on Henny. Can't seem to land it necessarily. And it's Som who goes down eventually, one of the mainstays of what this B defense was. Now that the bomb's planted, Furia find themselves in a position where they actually have control.
Yeah, a lot of utility here on Bentet, though, and that's going to be key for Gen.G. And a lot of these retakes at B, they've had nothing to try and force these engagements, but finally they do. That Molotov's going to go in and clears out quad now. These other two players are close, and the flashbang is stellar. Vinny trying to re-peek on the back of it, but he gets shut down. It falls to Henny with 4 points of health at Banana. Nade not able to find it, but Daps
qualifying for said major. Here we go. Daps up close and personal, making it uncomfortable here on a B fight, but it's Bentet with the kills, and that's going to force Vinny back into the site.
Yeah, Vinny's got a lot to answer for here in this round. It all rests on his shoulders and how successful he is in this position, and he gets dealt with almost immediately. Serato and Yuri left in this one, 2v4. The bomb plant now coming through a little bit later into the round, and that at least allows Furia to be here, knocking on the door of Gen.G. Yuri out from Banana. Serato good for one, but he is traded, and there's the re-peek from Automatic. Gen.G, they lock in a pistol round.
It's a little too risky. Or you could just do that and own Art right in his place. Vinny's going to try to recover it. He's going to see that. Kusta gets a visual on that recovery. Now Vinny just needs to back away. He drops a Molotov there towards the boiler room. But Kusta has aggressed up all the way. Meanwhile, on the B site is the hit and the bomb. 2-on-3 in the B site.
Kusa's died on A meanwhile, so it's all down to this play. That last player on A can rotate round if needed. Gen.G fighting tooth and nail. They've lost the bomb. They've got a kill, but there's still one more man at the back of the site. Yuri has not been cleared up. He's got 2 to his name, 22 in the game. How many more? He's climbed above. Oh, no one's looking. He's got the info on Dabs. He sees him in the pit, but he doesn't want to fire. Player below him, and Yuri, oh, missed shot. He's gonna get one, but he gets traded. That could have been the round there for Furia on this eco, but now it's Dabs on his own. A one-on-one, Vinny with the AWP, no kit, no util, no armor. Daps is waiting.
Yeah, and of all the most inopportune places for the bomb to have gone down, Daps now just holding his ground. Vinny wants to test the water, and Daps.
Furia about to peek mid. Furia about to have all the info in this entire round. The short smoke went down for Gen.G, and it was a fake. And so Furia have read this. Not only can they flank, but they can go back standard through CT to the site. And they're beating Gen.G to B right now. This flank is going to be so quick. Gen.G are going to plant, and they're instantly going to get shot in the back.
No one's even considering it either for Gen.G. No one is holding on it to this wrap from Art. And that leads to Automatic's demise. That bomb is even dropped down in pool. Automatic was the man with it. This round might just fall apart now for Gen.G.
Chill.
3 players at Banana, grouped up for Furia. The bomb down in their sights. No smokes, just these flashes for Gen.G to try and save this round on the back of. And it's the fact that they just don't know the numbers that surely is going to cause the problems. Kusta in a 1v1, but this is a very winnable 1v1. Somehow, some way, the bomb has been retrieved. Very little time on the clock.
He's got a stick, he doesn't have a
sticks
choice.
it. He actually gets the bomb down. Vinny tried to play with the timings, and now he's left himself in the 1v1. Kusta's given time to reposition. And Vinny, he's got to land the instant shot, or else this round will elude Furia. Kusta holds the line.
Now, though, Gen.G are in full control. Vinny has found a kill right down Banana. That was spamming through the wood of the car into Bentet. Been getting a bit beaten up towards the B side of things, has Bentet. Art's going to get grenaded. Furia still hold this advantage, but they don't hold the weapon. Banana's been conceded, and Yuri's going to get aggressive. He dropped a bomb in. Oh, trade attempted. Kusa with a whiff spray does finish off the job, and he can go back for that bomb as well. Gen.G, if they group B right now, that's a recipe for disaster for Furia. The one smoke is here on Vinny, but just the one man.
Look at him not immediately dropping it. Really is playing with fire. But there's the smoke. Vinny dropping a flash out in front of him. A little bit of a panic spray there. Does a considerable amount of damage on Akusta. Brings him down to 12. And that might just be enough for Gen.G to reconsider.
Yeah, they're still toying with this idea. They're still playing with it. Now, this double stack at B is afforded for this entire round, and that is thanks to Henny with this very advanced position down through mid. And so even as Gen.G head back, they send Automatic into this B bomb site looking for kills, looking to try and gain a foothold, but that's not where this bomb looked like it was going to end up. However, with Automatic delivering that kill, suddenly it comes back to Banana, back to B. All the pressure's on Keserato, and he offers up the first, but the trade is in for Kusta. Henny, it looked like his position was going to seal the deal in this round, and now it does fall to him, but in a 1v2 retake of this B bomb site, he does have HP, he does have a nade, a Molotov retrieved as well. Kusta sneaks through that smoke and gets into CT. Henny, this is going to be a very hard retake. This crossfire between Automatic and Kusta might be enough. Creeping on in, Henny looking for these openers, and that nade might deal with one of these players. A bit of damage onto Automatic. He swings, but Henny offered up the kill, not ready for the CT man. Kusta solidifies it. It's 16 on the board for Gen.G, and they